This is my second experiment in database. Here I am going to explain how to use the detail commands in Oracle. The description here for this experiment is to create a table for a furniture company database and to manipulate to practice the detail queries in Oracle. Detail queries are to create, description, alter, drop and truncate all. Question they are given here is to create a table customer with primary keys. SQL command is used to create the table and they create the table. The table is created with the following: customer ID and its primary key, customer name, and the customer name is given into the characters and how many character length is given, and the varchar and the city is given. Then next, the basic outline is created and to create all other tables. In the second, all other the remaining tables are created. For example, with the seller ID and its name, the product ID and its name on the order ID, product ID, everything is created. And in third, a foreign key reference to the customer ID is added. The foreign key is added with the command like alter table order 1 add foreign key to the customer ID and reference customer with its customer ID to table command is given. And then to modify the attribute product finish in the product table to product material, SQL alter table product rename column product finish to product material. And here we're going to add an attribute called price in the order line table. To create that attribute, the table alter command is given and the description order line is given and the name and its ID and all is given. And we are going to check a constraint to order the quantity column and check the quantity is above 5. It is checked using the alter table order line add check, and order and its quantity is less than or 5 command is used to check whether the constraint is above 5 or, and you're going to rename the order line to order quantity. To rename, we are going to use skill command rename order line table quantity. The table is renamed and the description over quantity, here the name is changed. And then equation, we are going to add supplier address column to the supply table. This is added using the table again alter table supplier and supplier address varchar, and the quantity of the varchar is given and the table is altered with supplier address and the quantity. And in next question we are going to do about the describe all the tables. In the first table, the customer address, city, state, and the postal code. All the details about the customer is given in this next table. The ordered ID and it's the date it is ordered and the customer ID is given. And in the next table, the ordered ID product and ordered quantity is given. And in the next table, we are going to add another description about the product and its finish date and the line ID. At last, the last table, the product ID and about the details about the gender and name and all is given. And in the 10th question, we are going to add a primary key constraint to all the tables. This primary key, this primary key is given in all to all the constraints. It is added to all the constraints. Modify the database of the rating to the decimal, and here all the ratings are decimal into the decimal values. To make it so, we are using the command alter table supply modify and the rating decimal 10, 2 is given to convert all into decimal numbers. Add a not null constraint to customer name and the address. To do this, going to add a not null constraint to the customer name and the SQL Alter table customer modify customer address varchar 2 constraint C1 not null. Alter the table modify an address on all its given. All is given, and in the ninth question we are going to use a unique key constraint to order the ID in order table, and remove the unique key constraint that was added, and we are going to in the next question, and below before question we are going to add a constraint, and in the next question we are going to take out the constraint that we are given, and it's that drop the column supplier address in the supply table. I am going to drop the column supply address in the supply table. In the next question we are going to drop a supply table, and the next question we are going to drop a table, and the table is brought over into the comments, and truncate the tables. At last the table is going to truncate. To do so we are using the command truncate table product, followed by the SQL. At last the description product, the product ID, all which truncated, and the tables are successfully created at last with using the DL commands. Thank you. Into Muruga. Sir, normally this sir.